Hey guys, happy Saturday. It's been a couple weeks since I've done an Empties video. I had a week that was sort of a little slow. I wasn't melting as much that particular week, so 2 weeks ago. It was just, things were a little crazy, life got in the way sort of thing. And then I did a little traveling for work. I was in Dallas, so that was really exciting and fun. So anyway, needless to say, it took a little bit away from my melting. So I just figured I would wait and do one at the 2 week mark and hopefully have a little bit more to share with everybody. So happy Saturday. I hope everyone's doing really well. So I figured I would do the Unempties first because I only actually have a few this week. So my first Unempty is L3. I have a loaf here. I've been working on this. Peppermint, cotton candy, waffle cone, vanilla mellow. So L3 was one of the first vendors I want to say that I placed an order with. And I remember getting, and I don't recall the scent notes other than it was peppermint and I think a bakery. It was called Escape Room. And I really loved that scent. And then when she did her next release, I tried to get another loaf. I don't think it was offered, but this was sort of like the closest thing that I could find. It had some bakery notes in it, had peppermint. So I wanted to give it a go. It's been, I want to say I've had this one, gosh, it has to be over a year now. And so I thought I need to start really working on these. So yeah, I love it. It smells like sort of a sweet peppermint. I think that cotton candy just adds to the sweetness. The waffle cone, that's typically a sweet scent. And then also with the vanilla mallow. So yeah, if you love peppermint blends, I think this is a good one. It's sort of like a sweet peppermint. That's what it smells like to me, but it's really good. I've been really into peppermint lately. It's not like I ever disliked peppermint, but I've been melting a lot of peppermint lately. Just kind of been in the mood. We've had some cool days, and it kind of just, made sense. Speaking of peppermint, I have another bag of this. I think this was in a previous Empties. Coconut buttermint monster cookies from Rose Girls. And you can see Kitty, she's not being good. They're not allowed on the table, but they think they are. Anyway, coconut buttermint monster cookies. So this is a really, really good blend. If you don't like coconut, I wouldn't be afraid of this one. I don't really pick up a strong sense of coconut. If you really smell it, yeah, I guess I could pick up a slight, but it really blends nicely with those monster cookies. A really nice buttermint bakery blend. This is a good one, and it has some staying power. The performance was really good for me on this one, so I would definitely purchase this one again. A really nice one. And then my last Unempty, and I'm still working on this darn thing, is this half pie from Rose Girls. Choco Mountain, hot cocoa, cup of cake, dunk my donut, vanilla ice cream. I won't belabor this anymore. I really like this one, and when I first got it, I didn't think I was going to like it, but I really like it. So it's you really get the cinnamon from the dunk my donut, the hot cocoa, vanilla ice cream, creamy, chocolate blend. I'm not huge on chocolate and wax, but this is good. I found like the cocoa scents, I tend to like those more than sort of a straight chocolate oil. But yeah, it literally smells sort of like a cinnamon cocoa. So if you think you would like something like that, I think I would give this a go. And the performance is really great. I get, strong performance, long lasting. I would definitely get it again. Okay, so on to Empties, and I think I have these organized for the most part by vendor. So let's start off with Teddy B's. The Queen's Dowry, strawberry pound cake, toasted marshmallows, and pecan waffles. I really get an even split of the strawberry pound cake and pecan waffles. I think the toasted marshmallows too. Yeah, I can pick that up in there. It just brings up the sweetness. I wouldn't say this is a powerhouse, but I got decent performance from this, and it was a really pretty blend. I like the strawberry pound cake with the pecan waffles, and other vendors have those blends, and I do gravitate towards those. I just like it. kind of a nice balance with the strawberry pound cake and the pecan waffle. So yeah, it's a good one. I would definitely get this again. I don't know if I'd buy it in loaves, but yeah, I liked it. Okay, so I bought one of those sample boxes around the holidays from Southbound. So I've been trying to work through that a little bit. So this one is Christmas cheer, balsam fir needles, eucalyptus, and sparkling champagne. I don't really actually remember this one, so let me smell it and see if I can. Oh, I think, is this the one? There was one, and this rarely happens with me. There was one that I actually had to take out because it was giving me a little bit of a headache, and I don't usually get headaches easily. I almost want to say this one was it smelling a little chemically to me, and it might have been, you know, the combination of something else that I was melting that day. Because I said to my husband, you know, I mentioned it to my husband, it wasn't bothering him, but for whatever reason, I believe this one was it. So unfortunately I wouldn't repurchase that one again, but again, it might just be the way my nose was reacting that day. I think this was actually a sample. Almond cake bites, rich baked almond cake and vanilla extract with a hint of amaretto. I thought this was really, really good. I think, you know, staying power was probably medium-ish, you know, 4-ish hours. But it was good. You know, I don't get too upset if I get at least 4 hours out of a melt. It's, you know, it can be hit or miss just depending on what the oils that are being used. And I love almond scents and amaretto scents in general. So I would definitely buy this one again. I liked it a lot. Another one, Santa Snacks, delicious blend of freshly baked sugar cookies and sweetened sugar milk with a dollop of whipped cream. I did this one in our kitchen, and I think it was one of those days where I kind of like dumped it in the warmer and then went in the other room to work. So I don't remember, you know, too much about this particular blend. I mean, I did smell it obviously on cold, and it was like a pretty sort of milk and cookies type blend. But as far as staying power, I don't recall smelling it, you know, later in the day or anything like that. So I think it was probably average staying power. I would say probably the 4-hour mark. But yeah, if you like milk and cookies blends, this was a good one. Yeah. Would I buy it again? I don't think well, this was a sample, but I don't know that I would necessarily seek it out. But if I happened, you know, to see it, maybe I would pick it up. Again, I've been into these mint scents lately. So another one, pink peppermint, pink sugar, fresh peppermint and vanilla, a nice, you know, kind of standard pink peppermint blend. If you like those type of scents, you know, definitely give this one a go. And I think the day that I melted that, I also put this one in the warmer, White Christmas. I really, really was unsure about this one, but I loved it. So I got this in the sample box. It's peppermint, spearmint, cotton candy, and vanilla cream. I got this in the sample box, and then I ended up, I think before I got the sample box, I had placed the order for one of the bakery bags in the same scent. So when I got the sample, I was like, ooh, I don't know about this. And I knew that I had that bakery bag coming. But I am loving it. Again, I'm into the mint scents lately. I don't know. This isn't, you know, I wouldn't say bakery. It says vanilla cream, cotton candy. It's just sort of like a sort of a sweet peppermint spearmint blend. I know some people, when it has spearmint in it, it kind of pulls like toothpaste to them. I don't know. I just really loved it. But again, I've been into mint scents lately. So if you like those minty blends with the sweetness from the cotton candy, vanilla cream, I give a thumbs up for this one. I liked it a lot. Okay, so that's it from Southbound. Let's go on to Sassy Girl. I had a brittle in Fruity Kruger, crunch berry, blackberry, whipped cream, vanilla bean Noel. I'm not a huge cereal lover. I don't dislike cereal blends. You know, I like to try them as I see different ones. But this was good. You know, I think it's standard to crunch berry, I love blackberry in any blends. Maybe not in any blend, but you know what I mean. I love blackberry oil, so I tend to gravitate towards those. So when I saw that, I definitely had to pick this one up. And yeah, it's you know, a crunch berry, blackberry, whipped cream, vanilla bean. I know I did it in the open concept, and again, I've been having issues, and I think someone put a comment about trying the tea light warmer, and I'm going to do that this week because I have a couple tea light warmers, so I'm going to give that a go and see what kind of reaction happens with that. I didn't get huge staying power, but anytime I do anything out here, I don't blame the blend because it's just, it's sort of like I feel like I need to mix the warmers up and sort of try something different to get some better performance. So it smelled really good. It wasn't super strong. I would probably say medium at best, and maybe got 4 hours out of it. So anyway, I wouldn't necessarily seek that one out again, but it was good. Now this one, on the other hand, I absolutely love. Toasted zucchini cookies, toasted marshmallow, sugar cookies, and zucchini bread. Like, these are my type of blends. I love zucchini bread blends. Love toasted marshmallow, sugar cookies. Yes, please. It just was like the warmest, coziest bakery blend. It had really good staying power. Even though it was a bakery blend, you just never know. They can be hit or miss sometimes. And yeah, I just loved it. It was like kind of roasty, toasty, warm and cozy, yummy, sweet bakery blend. So I would definitely 100% get that one again. And then, probably no stranger to this one, IHOP. This is a really, really popular blend. Pumpkin pecan waffles, maple syrup and brown sugar, caramel, and coffee. Love this one. I have another loaf of this. This was one of the chunky loaves. I finished that one up. Definitely would get this one again. You get that, amazing pumpkin pecan waffle, sweetened up with the maple syrup and brown sugar, and caramel. And then, I wouldn't say it's coffee forward. It's definitely in there, but it's not coffee forward. So it's just a really, really pretty, kind of like morning blend. I like to melt coffees in the morning sometimes on the weekends, really any day of the week, to be honest, but I do tend to do it on the weekends the most. And I just love this, and I have another loaf, but I would definitely repurchase that one again. And it did a good staying power on that one as well. Okay. On to Rose Girls. So this one will look familiar. I had a sample. And let's see if we can get that. Coconut buttermint monster cookies. So I had the full bag that I am still working on, but I had a partial sample in this one. And again, I won't repeat myself. Loved it. I think this was one was from a Big Kahuna box. Carbs, her famous carbs blend. It has the sort of all of the bakery, the donut, like you can get a hint of the cinnamon. So it's kind of like a bakery lover's dream with a hint of cinnamon. Really good. Good staying power. I did it in my office. I typically do get good performance in my office with, most blends. So yeah, it was good. It's, it's a classic. So yeah, really good one. Now I'm going to contradict myself here. Because this is the second bag of this that I have melted. And I think I actually have 2 more bags. I think I want to say I went a little crazy and got 4 bags of this when she had this out sometime last year. Did somebody say cookies? Brown sugar cookies, blackberry jam butter cookies, royal sugar cookies, and monster cookies. I love her blackberry jam butter cookie blends, or just, straight blackberry jam butter cookies. And it smelled amazing on cold. I am getting no performance. So I was doing it in the open concept. I'm like, okay, well, that's, kind of par for the course. Took it in my office, which is like our, a small bedroom. And like I said, I typically get good performance in there, no matter, what the blend is, even if it is, on the light end. Could not really smell anything, which is so unusual. Like on cold, I could smell something. I smelled the blackberry jam butter cookies. I smelled the, the wonderful bakery components of the blend. But unfortunately, was getting no performance out of this. I have 2 more bags of this, so I don't think it's quite a year yet, but it's getting up there. I want to say it's pretty close to a year old, if I'm remembering correctly. So yeah, I don't know what to do. I feel bad. I have 2 more bags of this and not sure what to do with it. So, I would definitely gift them to somebody. I'm not going to sell them or destash them because I just would feel bad. I'm not getting any performance. So I'm not going to do that. But I definitely would gift them to see if, someone else gets some better performance than I am. And then here's another, blackberry jam butter cookies blend, Angels Among Us, blackberry jam butter cookies, strawberry shortcake, saltwater taffy. I mainly got, honestly, the strawberry shortcake, I'm assuming because I smelled strawberry, from this blend. I didn't necessarily pick up, the shortcake part of it or, a heavy bakery blend. It just kind of smelled like strawberry to me. So, it was fine. It was nice. I wouldn't, seek it out. I think I have one of those mini pies that she did last year and this as well. So I have another chance to melt it again. But yeah, it was nice. It just wouldn't be something that I would, seek out, just because I love that blackberry jam butter cookies. And I couldn't pick it up in this one. Okay. So that's it for Rose Girls. Okay. On to L3. Okay. Scoop. PB&J BBW type. This sucker, okay. This thing, I put in my office. Again, it's, the smaller room. This went for 3 days. Not joking. I know when people say that, it's like, oh yeah, right. It went for 3 days. I'm not saying it was like blow me out of the house for 3 days, but I want to say by the 3rd day when I finally dumped it, it was still a solid, like, medium-ish. This sucker is strong. So I have never smelled the PB&J BBW candle. So I'm just taking their word for it that this is what it smells like. And I've heard other people comment that it's not sort of a bakery type PB&J. It's more of a body care-esque scent, and I can kind of see that. When I smell it, it's kind of like am I smelling sort of like a grape-ish smell with maybe some honey? Maybe grape and honey? Grape-ish? Grape reminiscent and honey? I definitely don't pick up bread, like a yeasty bread or anything like that. I think it's more like the jam and maybe, I think they're honey. Oh, see, bad girl. That's what I'm smelling from this. And it was a different scent than I had ever smelled before. And so I remember the first time that I melted this, I'll be honest, it made me a little bit nauseous and I dumped it. But then, your scent preferences change and your nose gets used to different scents that you haven't smelled before. And then the second time I smelled it, I really liked it. And I was like, wow, okay, let me give this another go. And it did not make me nauseous the second time that I burned it, or the third or the fourth. And so on. And so, yeah. Oh, okay. It says it right on here. Fresh made jam with toasted peanutty bread, rounded out with a sweet drizzle of honey. Okay, Erica, please read. So yeah, I don't pick up a bread. I don't pick up a bread note. I don't necessarily pick up peanut butter, but maybe slightly in the background, almost like, like dry roasted peanuts in the background with kind of like grape and honey. But I can see maybe because of the honey, it makes it come off a little body care-esque. I have to say, I probably would buy this again. I almost want to say in the Teddy B's pre-order, this most recent one, didn't she have the PB&J in there? I almost want to say I bought a souffle in it to give it a go. So I don't know if everyone's scent oil is the same. I suspect not. So anyway, I wanted to give hers a go and see if I like that one. So anyway, yeah, surprise of the last 2 weeks was that one. And it was, again, just like blew you out of the house. And by the 3rd day, it was still going pretty strong. And at that point, it's like, okay, 3 days. I've had my fill of that scent. But it was good. And I think I would purchase it again. Okay. The Pharmacist's Daughter, lavender cookies, finally wrapped this one up. Lavender, cotton candy, sugar cookie royale, vanilla cupcake, butter mints. This definitely was herbal leaning, so if you don't like herbal lavender, you may not like this, but it was pretty. I love the way it came together. You know, I love lavender with bakery vanilla blends, so if you like those type of scents, you would definitely like this one. It was a good one. I would get it again. Okay, I have a couple Scentsy clams, cutie pie cupcake, and this is sort of like a orange cream cupcake scent. Yeah, it is a bring back my bar. I think I only got one clam of this. I think I had it in my club and then I took it out. I mean, it's okay. Yeah, it's not my favorite. I wouldn't say orange scents are like my, top of my list favorites anyway. I mean, I do like them. But yeah, it just kind of smelled sort of like a creamsicle cupcake. Yeah, I mean, it was fine. I think I took it out of my club, so I can't get it again. But anyway. And then the classic apple butter frosting. I do have this one in my club. And yeah, I love this one. I think I mentioned in my last video that sometimes I'll do this one with almond croissant together, and I love doing that together. So yeah, I mean, you just get the apple butter, sweet apple butter, kind of a touch of cinnamon in there, not like super heavy cinnamon, with that creamy buttercream. I mean, it's just a classic. It's a good one. I love that one. Speaking of orange, I have one empty from my shop, Second and Spruce, Satsuma Rain. This is Satsuma and Dewy Air, sort of like a rain scent with Satsuma. This one was a total powerhouse. I do like Satsuma blends. I like it sort of with laundry blends. I like it with these rain scents. And this one I did do in the open concept. And because Satsuma tends to do well, I thought I'm going to give it a go. And it did last. I want to say I put it in around like 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. I got a whole day's performance out of it. I wouldn't say like late evening, like I was still smelling it super strong. But definitely like 7, 8 o'clock, I could still smell it, medium. So that's a win for me. So yeah, I like this one, and I'm going to do some more things with the Satsuma. I actually ran out of the oil, so I did place another order for that. And then finally, I don't know if anyone's interested in this, but again, because I have my own wax shop, I do some testing every once in a while. So here's 2 samples that I had. And you'll note, like my testing ones, I don't have labels on, because why waste the labels? But this one was sort of a, it was a bread, I think cookies, donuts, just that I was playing around with. I got really great performance out of it. I think it was a slightly heavy to me on the bread, so I may play around with that a little bit, just kind of even the keel a little bit. But yeah, the performance was great. I got all day performance from this. I did it in my kitchen, and it was permeating out into the open concept. So, great throw and everything. I just might tweak the formula a little bit. And then this one, again, no labels, but this one was, I'm testing a new wax blend. And so I did sort of a basic, just vanilla cookie, sugar cookie blend to kind of test the performance of the wax, because how much more basic can you get than that? And yeah, I'm definitely going to go with this new wax formula. It's sort of a customized blend that I'm doing between 2 different waxes that I'm really loving just the performance, obviously, just loving, working with it, and all those fun things. So yeah, that was just a straight vanilla cookie blend just to do some testing with. And then this last one, again, no label. I'm actually melting this one now. This is a coffee ice cream with a waffle cone. You guys, I'm loving this one. So, if you're like a straight dark coffee, like espresso type person, you may not like this one because it's a coffee ice cream. It is a little bit on the sweeter side. But yeah, I mean, it legit smells, if you've smelled coffee ice cream before, you know what it smells like. It does smell like that. And then with the addition of the waffle cone, kind of balances it out a little bit with that bakery. Yeah, I'm loving this one actually. So I'm definitely going to do something with that in a collection soon. So yeah, so that's all I have for you guys today. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you like what we're doing here, I would love for you to subscribe and kind of come along with me on this venture of, wax melting and my shop. And yeah, so I hope you guys all have a great weekend. The sun is shining here so far, so that's a good sign. Even though the groundhog saw his shadow, seems like having a little bit of a nice day today, so that's good. And looking forward to spring. So anyway, guys, thanks again. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I will talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye.